Suddenly, Mojang decided to get to work and take revenge on the entire Minecraft community. At Minecraft Live 2024, they brought a lot of different new features that, by the way, are much more elaborate than just camels or bees. To begin with, they practically added Herobrine into the game. The new Pale Garden biome brings exploration challenges reminiscent of horror mods like Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF, or Somaxco, Alcovais, promising to give players chills. It has a dark atmosphere reminiscent of the new mobile shield, feeling like it came straight out of a horror game, offering a totally unique gameplay experience. We will also discuss new blocks, items, and the conclusion of the mob vote, which captivated the entire world for around 7 to 8 years. Notably, Minecraft Live 2024 introduced many new features for version 1.32, including the highly anticipated hardcore mode in the Bedrock version. Even Minecraft Bedrock found its match, and you're still single. Anyway, drop a like and let's check this out. Well, of course, starting from the beginning, mobile and console players will finally be able to experience the hardcore version of Minecraft since it was added after many requests. The big difference here is that in the Bedrock version, you'll have some extra accessibility options that aren't available in the Java version, and that means even with all the difficulty, Mojang made some adjustments to make the experience smoother and more accessible for all players, especially since the logistics of a computer are quite different from other devices. And now, if you're like me and always end up with a messy inventory after a long mining session, you'll be happy with this next new feature. You know that classic problem of exploring for hours and then realizing your inventory is already overflowing with a bunch of random items? Well, Mojang has finally given us the solution: bundles, or as we're calling them here, pouches. This item, which was announced years ago and almost became a legend, has finally become official and was confirmed. With a single bundle, you can compact up to 64 items of various types into a single slot, like a backpack. And the best part is, you can dye your bundle in various colors, just like we do with shulker boxes, which gives that personalized touch to your inventory. Besides that, it's extremely easy to craft. Just one leather and a string are enough. Personally, I found it really impressive because first, the crafting is very cheap. At the very start of the game, you can already get these items. And second, its interface is very practical and well organized. You can see all the items by hovering your mouse over it using the mouse scroll or the arrow keys. That also makes it very practical. Anyway, Mojang really nailed it in this aspect, and an interesting curiosity is that the bundle went through several changes before being officially released. Originally, bundles were to be crafted with rabbit hide or feet, but Mojang simplified it to cow leather. Note that storing a bundle inside another bundle won't work as expected. Mojang thought of everything and unfortunately nerfed any infinite inventory bug. But now it's time to talk about one of the most impactful new features of the 1.22 update, the Pale Garden biome. If you've already explored dark biomes in Minecraft, you can forget what you know. The Pale Garden is here to redefine the concept of horror in the game. The visual experience and the lingering sense of fear stay with you throughout. Starting with the aesthetics, when you enter this biome, the first thing you'll notice is the dark atmosphere. During the day, everything has a grayish tone, the trees have pale colored leaves, and the trunks are whitish, which creates a feeling that something isn't right. The grass is nearly gray, lacking the vibrant colors found in other biomes. It appears as if this biome has been drained of life. And I personally got really excited because the whole game is being set with a consistent and different aesthetic. For instance, in the snow biome, the trees and blocks have varying shades similar to Pale Garden. And of course, this atmosphere changes completely at night. If you already think the biome is strange during the day, at night it turns into a nightmare. Visibility is much lower, and what once seemed like just a pale forest becomes a true horror scene. At this point, you'll start to hear strange sounds, creaks, and the rustling of leaves, which will only increase the tension. Mojang really outdid themselves with the sound design of this biome, and the idea is truly to make you feel like you're not alone there. It's like when you're mining late at night and that sound effect plays that gives you goosebumps all over your arms. The Pale Garden's danger is heightened by its new resident mob, the Krigin. I'll share more details soon, but I can already say it's one of the most terrifying mobs ever introduced in Minecraft. During the day it doesn't show up, so you can explore this new biome more safely. But when night falls, my friend, there's no point crying over your ex because it can come out of the shadows and hunt you if you're not careful. Among taller trees with twisting branches and unique wood, we'll have the Pale Moist, a new moss that spreads across trees and ground, creating a sense of decay. Amidst all this, we'll have a new mobile steel, which will make your exploration much more terrifying. First, starting with its appearance, the Krigin has a texture that makes it look like part of the trees and the environment of the Pale Garden. With 3 glowing eyes and a pale twisted body, it almost blends into the shadows of the trees, which makes it even harder to notice when it's nearby. And of course, Mojang went beyond just the appearance. Its movement is what really makes everything scary. The biggest twist with Krigin is that it only moves when you're not looking, standing still like a statue as long as you maintain eye contact. As soon as you turn your back, it moves closer within seconds. It's similar to the game Five Nights at Freddy's FNAF. If you've ever played the block game with a horror mod, you know how disturbing this mechanic is, right? It's like Krigin is always lurking, waiting for the right moment to strike. And before you think about facing this creature head-on, know that it won't work that easily. Krigin is immune to direct damage like swords, bows, axes, fishing rods, lava, trinitrotoluene. The creature is simply immortal. Mojang is really getting back at us. We complained excessively, and now they just want us to accept defeat. We end up looking foolish repeatedly. So how do we defeat this monster? The answer is in the Krigin heart, the heart that keeps the creature alive. These hearts are hidden inside the trunks of the trees. To defeat the Krigin, you need to break the heart of the tree to which it is linked. Personally, I thought this was very well done and very creative, going against what the community was expecting. And a tip is that this heart is not easy to find. You will need to pay close attention to the particles that come out of the Krigin when you hit it. These orange particles will show you where the tree trunk containing the heart is. Once you find and break the heart, the Krigin will be instantly destroyed.
So in this case, we can see some orange particles pointing to that trunk. If I break that wood, I can definitely find the mob's heart. When you break the heart, the mob automatically disappears. Normally, there are several hearts scattered in this cave, okay? As we walk around, we keep finding mobs. Consequently, there are several other hearts. See, there's one here too, look. Automatically, when you break the heart, the mob ends up disappearing.
And now, a secret that can save or destroy your life is that if you break the heart with the Silk Touch enchantment, the heart will drop as an item. Placing the heart on the ground can summon Krigin again, restarting the nightmare. One thing makes this new mob even deadlier. His speed allows him to move rapidly when unobserved. He can catch up to you in seconds if you make a mistake. The best strategy is to climb a structure or tree, keeping the creature in sight while also looking for the heart. As you search for its weakness, they may soon canonize Herobrine, turning this into a true horror mod. This monster is immune to trinitrotoluene and lava, as if they added Memphis Depay, the tough and unbeatable Corinthians player, to the game. Corinthians won't be relegated to Serie B. It's so resilient that even a creeper can't damage it, and pushing it into a lava lake would leave it unharmed. And another interesting fact is that while the normal Krigin is protected by the heart of the tree, if you use a spawn egg to summon him, he won't have that protection. In other words, these artificially generated Krigins are easier to defeat since they're not connected to any heart. And now, if you're the type who likes to test the limits of the game, here's something fun. It's possible to capture Krigin in a minecart. If you manage to put him inside a cart, he'll get stuck and you'll be able to move him to other areas. But one trick is that you need to make sure he's not linked to an active heart, otherwise he'll keep summoning new Krigins.
Now that we're here, we can move away. Let's see if it works. Look, we moved away and it unloaded. The Krigin heart. Now we can simply bring the Krigin really far away, without the Krigin despawning. And in this specific case, if I do it now, time set 0. Look, the Krigin won't despawn anymore. It will only despawn if I reload that Krigin heart again, right? So this way now I can't reload that Krigin heart anymore. So I'll just have to be careful, so it doesn't cross our chunk. See? So now I can just grab, this mob in the morning and take it wherever I want, to my base, wherever I want.
Yeah, as you saw during the day, Krigin just disappears, so it's not a good idea to leave it under sunlight. However, if we capture it and take it far away from the chunk where its heart is, it just stays alive and we can do whatever we want. And man, believe it or not, but some crazy foreign guy has already managed to invent wireless redstone with this creature? Wi-Fi, redstone and wireless were added to the game. I still don't fully grasp how it works, but one concept is to place the Krigin on a pressure plate to activate a redstone system, farm or trap. And theoretically, when it disappears, this system will be activated. To make it vanish, you must go to the chunk containing its heart and load it, because when its heart is active and it's under sunlight, it simply disappears. Vinicius 13 coated in red powder is set to undertake a range of fascinating activities. Interestingly, this mob already existed in Minecraft Dungeons. There's a version there, a downloadable content called Echoing Void, which is basically an end update with several new monsters, lots of new items and new structures. One of the mobs is similar to an Enderman with multiple eyes and has slightly different mechanics like Krigin. People say all sorts of things. The good ones kiss me, but the others...
tongues? Just kidding.
I'm still a virgin. Some say many ideas in Minecraft Dungeons were discarded from Minecraft Java Edition. Based on community feedback, features from Minecraft Dungeons could potentially be added to Minecraft Java Edition in the future, now that Mojang has decided to work on it. The Pale Garden becomes one of the most challenging biomes in the game with this creature present. Krigin adds a layer of terror and a new type of strategy. Defeating him isn't about strength, but rather a matter of
approach.
My suggestion is from the side, man. And for those who like to test new mechanics, this mob is a true masterpiece of design and challenge. The new blocks will enable the creation of fresh items with grayish and pale tones, including fences, doors, and blocks, enhancing the game's aesthetic appeal. The sound effects are calmer during the day, but at night, the true terror begins. We'll be scared out of our minds with sounds of creaking branches and leaves rustling for no apparent reason. At Minecraft Live 2024, Mojang revealed that this new biome was inspired by real-life places that give off that natural feeling of discomfort, like dense and swampy forests. It made me wonder if Mojang sent employees to those forests in real life to bring the experience into the game. The old question remains, how does Mojang get the sounds for their mobs? Do they really record live American pigs with a microphone? Jokes aside, Mojang revealed that this was indeed the original idea for the game feature. Please don't arrest me, Mojang. To create a cursed forest in the game, we complained to Mojang for years. In retaliation, they added it. The largest horror mod ever created for Minecraft, alongside the highly anticipated 1.22 update. It's full of additions and secrets that a lot of people might miss. For example, one fact is that now we won't have the mob vote anymore. Since 2017, we've always had a vote to choose a new mob to be added to the game, but now we simply won't have it anymore, so there's kind of an empty gap there. Because of all the problems, because of the community's appeal, Mojang simply cancelled the mob vote and mentioned the possibility of making small updates throughout the year, instead of just one big update at the end of the year. And man, something curious is that I don't know if they're going to keep the promise to bring back the discarded mobs, because at first mob vote was supposed to be a vote on which thing would be added first, and all the losers of the vote would be added in future updates. As we saw, democracy was a mistake. We lost great biomes and mobs, and it's uncertain if they will be forgotten or returned to the game universe through Java, Bedrock, or Minecraft dungeons. Anyway, I have a complete and really good video here on the channel talking about all the endless scrapped ideas from our blocky game. Time flies, version 1.21 feels like it just came out, but it's been nearly a year already. Because, for example, as we've already mentioned before, in the snapshots we're testing the new minecarts and the new redstone. Minecarts would now have realistic physics, allowing them to launch over long distances like real missiles, expanding possibilities for entertainment and creativity within the game. Meanwhile, Redstone is being tested to receive updates that will break all the farms present in the game up until now. A simple fact worth mentioning is that they are putting an order in how the wires are powered. A simple example is that if a power source is connected to two pistons at the same distance, what will determine which one gets activated will be randomness. This example is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more to it.
Provide an update before the one over there so that you get this behavior. But if the lever was in a different position, then it's the one on the other side that gets powered. And if you have one in the middle, well, it gets powered at random, but that's not like a predefined random.
The thing is, to sum it up, this randomness wouldn't always go from left to right or from right to left. Each system activation and reactivation will occur differently and randomly, generating unpredictable sequences. Personally, I believe they will postpone the implementation to future updates instead of implementing it now. Just like they did with the bundles, because it's really something very complex and one of the main items in the game. Anyway, I've always criticized Mojang a lot. Recently, Mojang has been making good decisions. Share your thoughts in the comments. Mojang is important to me.